Hey everybody, my name is Anita and I am a part-time reseller on places like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. I have two hauls. I'm going to do part one and part two. So the part one is going to be all the shoes, purses, accessories, home goods, all that kind of stuff. And then this right here is going to be part two. I figured I would break it up into two parts. Otherwise, you are going to have a massively long video. I am going to let you know where I got it, how much I spent, and kind of where things are with sell-through rates. I've been trying to, as I'm finding things in stores, be so much better about sell-through rate, looking things up. However, there are times when I've had to make executive decisions. I will tell you this is a cumulative haul. I will start right down here and move my way up. One of these finds is the best find I have ever found. It is pretty incredible. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, so this was a Plato's Closet find. And they were having they always start with, if you're not familiar with Plato's Closet, they start with 50%, then they move to 70, and then they move to 90. I always go to the 50% off one first because my thought process is sometimes Plato's has to move things so quickly that they don't have time to do the research to figure out what things are worth. Or it could also be that the people who are shopping, which tend to be very young crowd, they may not be into certain brands. The one that I go to typically is more of the fast fashion type stuff. So this one definitely slipped through the cracks. This is a brand that I had never heard of before, and they were marked down from $12 to $6. And I thought they were a fun skater sneaker. So this is the brand P448. These retail, I think, for 300 or 325, something like that. They are in such great condition, which is why I got them. And checked comps. Some of them are selling anywhere between $75 and $150. The ones that $75 were pretty beat up, and these are looking really, really good. So I'm hoping, I think I priced them at 100 if I remember. So that was a $6 Plato's purchase. This was another Plato's purchase. I feel like North Face boots at the right time of year can be a really good sale. And these are a girl's size. They put them down as a women's size 7, and they are not. They are a girl's size 7 or a women's size 5. So I think I did put that in the description. These I got at their 90% off sale. I was not willing to pay 50 or even 70% off based on comps. So these were $4.50, which means that they were priced at $45 originally. I can't remember, if I can't remember the name of something, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. I do not, with all of the things that I've had to do this week, my memory is kind of shot. So these are really great snow and rain boots. They are waterproof. I don't remember, I think they retail for 100 or a little over 100. I don't remember what I priced them for. All right, these are a Goodwill purchase. They priced these very inexpensively for the Goodwill that I went to. These are a pair of Eileen Fisher. They are a leather mule. They are the tan. I did look on the website. They are out of stock on the website, but they were in such great condition. The only thing that I had to note was this was peeling back a little bit. I don't think that's going to be a huge game changer. I am not willing to take the time to fix it. So if I have to take a few dollars less, that's fine. The only other thing that I might see if the suede cleaner can clean this. I don't know. So just that little mark there, but I also did take a picture of it in the meantime. And if I can get to these in terms of seeing if I can get that mark out, great. And if I can't, it's in the listing that there's a mark. I marked them at 50 based on comps. Comps were really great on eBay. So I'm hoping that I can at least get 40. And those were $6.99 if I didn't say that. Okay, this is a pair I did not list yet. And they are a pair of women's Jordans. The comps for these was really, really good, but I have not listed them because I got to use a toothpick to the bottom. I am not willing to list them or even take pictures of them until these are cleaned up. These were $5 at Plato's. I will put the model number up on the screen, but comps were really good. I think I might be able to get somewhere between $50 and $100 for them. And these were a size 7. Okay, so these next ones are so cool. These are an AmVets purchase. Really, really nice. I don't think these were ever worn. Yeah, I think I just marked them new without box because there's no way these were ever worn. I can't remember again the style name for these, but they are an inside zip, so they're nice and easy to put on. I thought they were some kind of Oxford, women's Oxford. And I thought, what a great career piece to wear with pants or tights and a cute dress or something like that. So these I'm hoping to get around 35 for, and these were marked at $5.98. So that was a good deal. Ones that had been sitting at Salvation Army for a very long time. And I don't usually pay attention to tag color, but I had wanted to get these. They were $9.99. I can't, in my small business, spend $10 on something unless it's super substantial. So these are a pair of Timberland Chelsea boots, and they are brown suede, and they were in such great shape. And I couldn't get that off, so that's on. But in any case, these were 99 cents. They had been at the Salvation Army for a very long time, and nobody picked them up. And that was the color tag that was 99 cents the week that I went. So I was very happy to find these. I might be able to get about $50 based on comps. This was another one that fell through the cracks, Plato's. And these were $3. And so these were a brand called Nisolo. And I think it's sold at Anthropologie, if I remember correctly. These are a 6.5. I have them priced based on comps. I think it's 60 or 65. These ones were also a Plato's purchase, and I got these for $2. These are J slides, and this is a new brand to me. These had, like, I think I marked them new without box because they're brand new. They're brand new. There's nothing to me that says that they have ever been worn. The suede, oh my gosh, it's a good thing I caught it. I never want the suede to get damaged. The suede's in really good shape. I think I marked these at 35 or 40. So these were a 7. Okay. Kate Spade is one of my best. I'm gonna trip if I'm not careful. Kate Spade is one of my best shoe brands that I resell. I love Kate Spade shoes. I feel like a lot of them are quirky yet timeless, if that makes sense. So these I got because of the price, but also because I feel like they fit so many categories. So these are really cute plaid ballet flat. They did on the back show just a little bit of wear, which I think is okay because they're Kate Spade. If they weren't Kate Spade, maybe if they were Tory Burch, that would be okay, and maybe a few other brands. But just a little bit of wear. But overall, I mean, the toes looked so good. If the toes were damaged in any way, I would have left them. These were $4.98 at an AmVets. They are a size 9. So I used words like academia, preppy, plaid. I can't remember if I used tartan, school, back to school, all of those things. So cute. So I marked them at 45 because of the scuffing on the back. Otherwise, I would have marked them probably at 50 or 55. These are Vince Camutos. These were a Plato's Closet find. And honestly, honestly, Vince Camuto is not always a brand I pick up in shoes. I just sold a pair of sandals. They took forever to sell. I don't enjoy getting things that take forever to sell because then I'm spending money for it to sit in my inventory and I just don't want things to sit. I want them to move. I think a lot of people who resell want their things to move, right? So, but boots do very well for me in Vince Camuto. And so these are like kind of like a cowgirl Chelsea style heeled boot. Um, I think I put down coastal cowgirl. What else? Western, country western. These are a suede. They're a size 9, I think. 9.5. These are a size 9.5. I think I marked them at 40. So these are like new without box as well. Did I put new without box? I may not have. I may have said that they just had try on wear just because the heels have a little bit there. This next one was a great find based on comps. I love finding mules in certain brands, but this was a new brand to me. I don't know if you say Liberty or Liberté. I don't know, but these are very pricey, brand new. These are about, I think, around $140 or $150 brand new. These are new without box. These were an Amvets purchase for $6.98, and they're like a weaved leather. I was so sad that they were not my size because I'm really into wearing mules to work lately because they're so comfortable. These are a size 6. I wear 7, so what can you do? But these were so cute. And I'm trying something that Kaylee Elaine had talked about in one of her videos, which was that somebody had asked, how do you get so many full price sales on eBay? And so what she does is she doesn't do best offer. I don't know if she doesn't do it all the time or just some of the time, and she gets a lot of full price sales. These I put them for 60, and that was based on comps. And I put down no best offer. So when I cross list, I have the option to put best offer, more pairs of shoes, and then we're on to purses and all the other stuff. This brand is one of my favorite shoe brands, Taos. Let me see if I can get you a little bit. Whoop. Taos. But these had really good comps too. These are size 9. Are they a 9? Hold please. They're a 40, which I think is equivalent to an 8.5 or 9. I'll put it down below. I'm still not great with European sizes, man. I can't get them stuck in my head. I have to keep referring to size charts online. But what's great about these, and these are new without box as well, is they not only have Velcro, which I could not use that keyword in my listing. So be careful. Apparently that gets flagged on eBay. I don't know about Poshmark. I found out from a few other resellers online that they flag that on eBay because it's
crickets, crickets, crickets.
It's a word that's specific to
I can't remember. I can't remember anything.
like it was created.
Must repair wiring to memory.
I can't think of how to say it, but you can't use that word. So anyways, this is quite heavy, so it holds it closed as well. They're so cute. The only thing that I had to note was this got a little pushed in right here. I don't think that's going to be a deal changer. And these are Sam Edelman's. And I loved these. And I saw them at the Plato's 90% off or sale, actually, when they were 50% off. And I was like, I'm waiting till they're 90% off. It is not the time of year for these, so I have to be smart with my money. And I don't know if you can see Sam Edelman, the logo is the signature. And these, I think, were put down as hiking boots online. That's what they were called. And thought that was a cute chunky heel. Somewhere between 30 and 40, I think I listed them at. And these are, let me check the size. These were $2.20. Can't remember. 7.5. They are called the Carolina hiking boot. Okay, I will retie it later. Ones I have to fix, and they're listed with the flaw, and the flaw is my fault.
I'm the guilty party.
And totally my fault. You know, sometimes when you put something on top of suede, it really damages it. And so these are a 7.5 as well. These were $2. These are Steve Madden. And also really cute hiking boots. I know it's not the season, but for $2, that's like Ben's prices. This one's fine. This one's totally fine. It's this one. It did not have this damage in the store of it. So I'm going to use the suede cleaner and see if I can buff it out. I really don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try. And if I can't, then I'll just take a lower offer, and they were $2. So it is what it is. That was me. All right, a few pairs of men's sneakers, and I don't normally pick up men's shoes because I just don't know enough about them, but I'm trying to diversify. So here we go, and I'll put actually, I can look up the name real quick of these two. I have an indoor-outdoor carpet here, and every time I back up, it's bunched up. So I'm going to have to be really careful because I am accident prone. So these they were $5.50 at the 90% off sale. And they are the Nike LeBron 18 James Gang multicolor sneakers. And you have to put the number with them. I when I was researching men's sneakers, I was like, oh, all these listings have the number. The only thing that I had to put, because the comps were decent, I had to put a lower price because originally these were a little more clear. The rubber here is a little bit like got a slightly yellowish tint to it. So I did put less of a price, but they still have so much wear on the bottom. All right, these ones right here, again, I'm going to look up the name. Those I listed at 65, the ones that I just showed you. These ones are listed at 90 based on comps. These ones right here. And they are the Nike Air Max 270 React Gym red men's sneakers, number C13886-600. So on the Nikes, they have a tag on the inside with the number, just in case you were curious. These are a size 13. They're in really great condition. And so I put them at 90 based on comps, but because they were $5, if I was to get 50, I would still make a decent profit. Okay, moving on to some accessories. This one was 60 cents, which means it was $6, which means it was not valuable to Play-Dohs in any way, shape, or form. So this was a 90% off sale. Purchase there is 100% cashmere. It only had one little tiny pull on it, which wasn't even a pull. I think it was done in factory, but I marked it down as a flaw. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Comps were just okay, but for 60 cents and it being 100% cashmere, I do think the right buyer will come along and get this. And I think I marked it down at about 30 based on comps, I think. This is a men's Zara hat. This was an Amvets purchase for $1.98. This is a men's medium. I don't know if you can see that. And I got it. It was not just because it was $1.98, because I don't sell a lot of hats. However, this one, there was nothing like it. I did find it on some overseas websites, but there was nothing in the US, and I thought I'm going to give it a shot. So that's the side, and it's the adjustable back. So I think I marked it at 28 or 30. See how that does. This was mine. This is an Anthropologie. What do you call it?
Here we go again.
Man, this is an Anthropologie.
Brandon.
Okay, it's a wall hanging decor that I can't think of what this is called right now. But it was so pretty, and I only had it up briefly in my house, and then I changed the motif in my living room. So it is for sale. I marked it at 50. It most sold between 35 and 60. Macrame. It's a macrame hanger. Okay, I got it.
Took you long enough.
I'm moving a little fast because I'm running low on batteries with the camera right now, and I don't want anything to happen. Okay, this is a J. Crew scarf. I have not listed it yet because I do have to put it on the mannequin. And it is part wool, and it was $1.60. And because you could use it as a wrap or a scarf, I thought that this was really great purchase. I know it's not the time of year. However, there may be people who are really into plaid, and it doesn't matter what time of year. But I do think during winter time it will do well. The next one is a Kate Spade scarf, and this is just an experiment on my part. This was $3.99 at Savers. This is called the New York Map or New York or Manhattan scarf. I can't remember the name of it, but it was so stinking cute and so unique. And I did find a few stock photos to use. It does have a little fringe on the ends. There's some pulls, so I did mark that. I didn't see those in the store, but with it being a scarf that wraps around your neck, I really didn't think that those pulls made a huge difference as far as selling it. I think I marked it between 30 and 40. Some were sold Kate Spade scarves. Most of them sold between 25 and 50. The next one's an experiment for me. I've been really into cottage core and vintage stuff for my house lately. So I saw this at AmVets, and it was $4.98. I've been researching quilts. I got one for my daughter, and if she ever doesn't want it anymore, I will resell it because it is vintage. Vintage quilts go anywhere, I think, from 1920 to 1965. I'm almost like I said vintage for this. You have to look at like hand stitched. I mean, this is very clearly hand stitched. This is so cool. Like the measurements are 55 inches by 45 inches. So it's not huge, but it's a great one, like a lap one. I even put this would look great hanging like a tapestry on a wall if somebody's like really into the American flag or really wants to put this like in a guest bedroom as like a side piece on a chair or something. It would look really cool. On to the purses. The last one was such an exciting find. The first one was a $5.99 purchase at Goodwill. This is a hobo purse. If you're not familiar, hobo, they do all caps. I don't know if you can see that. They do all caps for their logo, and here's, sorry, dust. There's their logo there. These are very, very pricey. This probably was somewhere between $150 and $200. But the fact that it was like candy apple red and patent leather really was a big deal. If it had been black, I still would have gotten it, but I wouldn't have been able to price it as high. But just super cute. I think did I mark this at 50 or 60? Somewhere around there. I can't remember. Next one is a Patricia Nash purse. This is the Avellino crossbody, and you can very easily Google lens Patricia Nash purses. What I love about this one, and I may keep it for myself for a little while, but I did list it, so we'll see. That has like the credit card things. This has like a boho feel to it. And if you're not familiar with the Patricia Nash logo, this is what it looks like. These are very expensive purses. This is one of the less expensive at 165 or no, excuse me, 169 retail. Some of their purses can go $200 to $300, I think, but this was in such great shape. I just absolutely love this. It was $10, $9.99 at Goodwill. They can't know every single brand name. This was not marked up. And so I was happy to get this. And if it doesn't sell within like a month or two, I might by September snag it, because this would be a great one to wear for work. You know, crossbody bags are my jam. They're much easier to use in my opinion. This was at a flea market for $1. This is a vintage fossil purse, and it just screamed hippie and boho. Super. Do you see the detailing? How cute is that? So it's the same on both sides. And it's got kind of like the dump shoulder purse kind of vibe to it. So I'm pretty sure this is a vintage fossil logo, but this is about the size. Super cute. This is a great, in my opinion, year-round kind of purse, even though it's brown. You could wear it any time of year. Onto probably the most expensive thing that I have found to this point. That was most expensive retail, I should say. And that is this Coach 1941. And I'm forgetting what it's called already. I have to look. The Coach 1941 Black Rogue Tote. This retailed at about $1,100. So this is, if you're not familiar, that's one of the hang tags. Usually it says Coach, but on this one, it had the actual Coach, right? Not the word Coach. This is leather, looped leather is what they called it on the Coach website. This is looped leather, and it is kind of like a dump purse, but what's great about it is it can be used on the shoulder like this, or those can go inside and the handles can be used. So whatever way you're most comfortable. It also has, it has a little hook that can be used to hold it together in the center. So I don't know if you can see, like this is some major awesome, like very particular stitching. They were selling upwards of like $300 or $400. I got this for $40, so I'm hoping to resell it for between $150 and $200. So that is that. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the shoes and the purses and the accessories. And my channel is just starting to grow. So if you like the style of video, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, it will really help my channel grow even further. And I hope to see you in the next one where I go through all of the clothes. Bye.